Negotiations over Iran's nuclear program made headlines in Tehran and around the world. The Iranian government has now struck a deal with the U.S. and 5 other world powers to curb its nuclear activities for 6 months in exchange for limited relief from economic sanctions. The agreement, announced early Sunday in Geneva, represents the most significant development in U.S. relations with Iran in more than 30 years. At the White House, President Obama called the deal an important first step.
These are substantial limitations which will help prevent Iran from building a nuclear weapon. Simply put, they cut off Iran's most likely paths to a bomb.
The talks had been underway for some time. The Associated Press has learned discussions began even before new Iranian President Hassan Rouhani took office.
So we know of at least 5 secret talks. There was a talk in March that happened in Oman, and then there were other talks that happened after Rouhani was elected, but before these public discussions happened.
Those talks involved Deputy Secretary of State William Burns and Vice President Joe Biden's National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan.
The U.S. kept the March meeting from its allies because they didn't consider it to be a meeting of substance. But they did have to brief Israel and its 5 negotiating partners about these meetings that happened during the fall. And the president handled the most sensitive of these briefings himself, and that was with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Already, Netanyahu has called the deal an historic mistake. Nevertheless, diplomats will spend the next 6 months working on a more comprehensive agreement. Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.